News on Hot 91.9.
Our Monday morning and another wonderful Hot Cares initiative together with Sage. Got the whole team in here. Lloyd, as always.
Good morning.
Is our champion, of course, of Hot Cares, besides the rest of the radio station. And, of course, Joanne, all the way from
Bryanston.
Yeah, Bryanston. Yes,
What
just
a
down
long
the road.
distance away.
Sure. All right. Well, in a way, it's like a bit of a sad day because it's our last Sage Foundation grant for the moment.
For the moment.
For
So
the
we're doing
moment.
this once a quarter.
Yes.
And I am a little bit sad. I've been building up the sadness since last week, Thursday. But yeah, it's 85,000 Rand. It's the fifth one that we're giving away in this quarter, and we'll definitely be back in January.
Which is wonderful, wonderful news. Lloyd, tell us a little bit more about Hot Cares today.
So it is our fifth one from the Sage Foundation, and as Joe said, a very, very sad day for us today, but we'll start again next year. To date, we've given away, as of today, 425,000 Rand. So
Amazing.
thank you so much to
brilliant.
the Sage
Thank you very much,
Foundation.
Sage Foundation.
And this morning, our fifth recipient of the grant is Onyi. Good morning, Onyi.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
From Africa Tikkun. What does Africa Tikkun do?
Africa Tikkun is an organization that was founded in 1994, and our focus is to develop young people from cradle to career. We want to make young people to have the opportunity to access the economy.
And you're going to be getting 85,000 Rand. What will these funds be used for?
The 85,000 rands would be allocated towards our computer skills program, and the program focuses on three elements. One is basic computer skills for young people between the age of 18 to 25, and it's more or less to make sure that they access knowledge around computers, the Microsoft Office suite, your different packages within the Microsoft suite. They're also taught how to use the internet, how to open their own email address, their very first email address.
Wow.
And then the second element of the program is to teach them how to navigate the World Wide Web for their learning outcomes. So we use it to support their education. We've seen many children's grades, academic outcomes improve because of that. And then the last element of that is introduction to coding. So now these young people understand the basics of computer, can use the different Microsoft packages. We want them to go to the next level. We want them to begin to acquire scarce skills, such as coding skills that relates to your various specialist technology skills. For example, your Oracle, your different SAP skills as well. So we start training them on coding, and the intention is that by the time they finish, they would have acquired, particularly young people aged 18 to 35, they would have acquired skills that separates them from other young people in the industry, and that helps us to facilitate access to employment for them.
Joe, the Sage Foundation, your team are always involved in this initiatives. How will they be involved in this particular one?
Well, as Onyi said earlier, and that's where my ears prick up, she spoke about coding, basic computer skills. That's the type of volunteering that our people are absolutely geared for. You know, most of them, because we sell business software and accounting software, they sit behind a desk day in, day out telling people how to use that software and how to troubleshoot or how to make the most of it. So, and we develop software too. So we have coders, we have a great big development team. They can all get out into the community. This project is going to be based in Braamfontein, and it's nice because we've had quite a nice footprint in the Gauteng area in terms of donations for this round of grants. So we've done Alex, we've done Soweto, we've done Diepsloot, we've done Braamfontein, which is really lekker. And yeah, this will be a nice project for our volunteers to get involved with coding.
And then just a question for Onyi is that how will this grant benefit previously disadvantaged sectors of South Africa?
This grant is focused on a community that is disadvantaged. It's a communities around Berea, around Hillbrow. They're mostly children from very poor families who are at risk of various issues, whether it's hunger, whether it is lack of proper educational support to enable them to be the best they can be. There are young people that are exposed to drugs and to crime. Where we're located opposite Constitutional Hill, and a lot of young people that come from us come from broken homes. We have a young person who actually attempted suicide because he didn't want to have the life he had. So it actually benefits young people who really need it, who need to have equal opportunities to be a different person and to have a different life than their families. 85% of our young people, of the people we reach in our communities, including Braamfontein communities, come from very vulnerable, very impoverished households. And this, for us, it's about changing the game, and it's about helping young people to break the cycle of poverty through giving them much needed skills, technology skills that will help them to change the world.
Africa Ticken's been around since 1994.
Yes.
Obviously have some amazing success stories within your organization. Anything you'd like to share with us this morning?
Yes. Since we started in 1994, we started out with doing basic things, but we realized that if you want to change the world, you have to enable people to become economically empowered. So over the last couple of years, we've focused with partners like SAGE to intentionally make sure that we improve academic outcomes. We've seen our matric results go from less than 50% to 96%, 98% last year, with over 66 distinctions. We've gone from no job creation to creating an average to 500 to 600 jobs for young people, and connecting them to different businesses, connecting them to start their own businesses. I was pleasantly surprised. One of the beneficiaries of this program, I walked into an organization called Rockwell, a technology company, and guess who was sitting in reception, who was responsible for reception? Very proudly, I looked at him and said, "I know you." He said, "Yes, I know you too." And it ended up being that one of the people who graduated from our class is now working with Rockwell, a technology company, an engineering company, as an entry point. We have young people who are currently studying mechatronics, who are studying mechanical engineering with WITS. Why? Because we taught them how to take care of themselves, and we taught them how to not just be dependent on Africa Tikkun, but how to use technology to change their lives from a research point of view in terms of academic outcomes, or basically in order to access entry-level jobs like being a receptionist.
Amazing stories.
We absolutely love stories like that. And I got to say that it pleases me to say this. This is my favorite time of the morning. And Onyi, from Hot Cares on Hot 91.9, together with the SAGE Foundation, we find Africa Tikkun a worthy beneficiary of our 85,000 Rand grant. Congratulations.
Beautiful. Well done, and good luck, and continue doing the great work. You can go check it out, Africa Tikkun, TIKKUN.org. Go check out the website. And Joe, thank you very much for the contribution of SAGE Foundation with Hot Cares, and we look forward to seeing you again in January.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's been a great 5 or 6 weeks.
It's been such a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much, Joe.
There we go. Hot 91.9, 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock.
Hot Cares on Hot 91.9.